Trump banned a CBDC. Some think one could still launch on the XRPL. Why would it use XRP over RLUSD? Partnerships mention XRPL and RLUSD, not major XRP adoption. So what makes you confident XRP will rise? So the US or any country, they're not going to want to give their money to somebody else. They would prefer to make the money themselves. They want to hold their own treasuries. So if they were going to give it to Ripple, Ripple would buy the treasuries from their company, their country, or whatever else, and they would earn the interest on those treasuries. Why wouldn't somebody else do that and back their CBDC that way? And then they earn the interest and they don't have to pass that through. They also want private people buying US debt, right? But they're not going to use RLUSD. They're not going to make Ripple the de facto treasury for the US. Maybe they are, but that's going to suck for Ripple holders, people that are holding the equity there. Like, that's never going to see the light of day. It's just going to become a quasi government deal. I don't think it's going to happen. I think there's a lot of enterprise value there. I think it'll maintain a separate company. I think the treasury at the US is going to be who's issuing our currency at some point in the near future. Tokenized deposits. I think it'll be backed by gold and other things to shore things up. So all that being said, the other reason that you need XRP versus a stable coin is I want to pay in Apple stock, or I want to pay in USDC, or I want to pay in Tether, or I want to pay in Bitcoin. You want to receive something else on the other side of the transaction that's not that. RLUSD is not a DEX. XRP is on the DEX. It can be routed through XRP very easily. It can settle real time between the counterparties, 3 to 5 seconds. RLUSD is also an issued asset on the XRPL. It can be controlled by other people. So Ripple literally can claw it back or do whatever they want with it. They can freeze RLUSD. XRP, they can't do that. The origin account's been black holed, and they can't ever mint any more of it, nor can anybody freeze it. That's the biggest piece for institutional adoption and government adoption globally. Because right now, if you participate on SWIFT, you can be sanctioned. You can be cut out of the global economy, like North Korea and Iran and Iraq. Russia is the other one. The BRICS nations don't want that. They need a level playing field. They need something that they can participate in on their own merit, and they don't want to be subject to somebody else deciding who gets to participate and who gets to play. So for all those reasons, we talk about how it gets to a higher price, through the domino theory, but that is why they will use XRP and not a counterparty like Ripple. Not that I don't like Ripple and RLUSD. As a sovereign nation, that would not be my choice.